Hello, hello. This is the month of February, and I wanted to go through the newsletter with you. So, my name is Ashley. I'm with the Clinton Public Library, and I wanted to go over the newsletter and all the details of the upcoming programs. So, let me get to here. Okay, so when you come and get our newsletter, or we do email it out, you can come and stop at the front desk or any of the circulation desks and pick up a copy. The very last page will be kind of this calendar layout of all the things that are going on. We have marked any of the live programs that we have with the red circle with the play button that says live. But anytime that you want to come in person and listen to these things, you are more than welcome to. We have added this month when our new history videos will be posted. That's every other week on Fridays. So that's This Week in History is what it's called, and it's on our YouTube channel. Okay, the first thing that I want to talk about is the children's or the youth winter reading program. It is continuing this month. It goes all the way until February 28th. You can continue tracking on the Beanstack app. It's Reading with Benny. It's kind of the Beanstack app's mascot is Benny, so that's where Benny came from, because he is a bean. And this is the youth winter reading program. So continue reading. We're tracking minutes. The programs that we have going on this month that are in line with the winter reading program is our STEAM squad. I almost said Saturday STEAM. Sorry, that was the previous program. Our STEAM squad is going to be meeting on February 9th and the 23rd. And they are still learning about what animals do in the wintertime. So I believe that they're going to be talking about the doing tracks, like watching, finding the animal tracks in the snow, being able to identify those. And I believe we're going to be talking about winter bird watching. So those are going to be, I'll be going over those programs a little bit more later. And then the next programs, I believe, let me see. The next programs are going to be on February 5th and the 12th. They're going to be little art days. So we're going to have supplies out for the kids to do little pieces of art, and then we're going to actually hold on to them because we want to have an art show on the 26th. So this says February 5th and 12th, create art for a mini art show on February 26th. Stop by and paint on February 5th and the 12th from 3 to 6 p.m., so anytime after school. Create art for our mini art show. Artists of all ages are welcome to attend. On the 5th, we will be, the type of painting that we'll be talking about is stamp silhouette. So this is where we're going to paint the canvas all one color, and then you're going to have different stamps to create your artwork with. And then on February 12th, we will be doing the mini landscapes. So we have canvases that are maybe 4 inches by 4 inches, and we're going to see how well your landscape painting skills are on a canvas that small. So that one will be really fun. And we are asking you to register for these art just so we can have enough paint and supplies out for everyone. This month, the Adult Book Club will be reading Letters from Paris by Julia Blackwood. The discussion will be held on the balcony, and there will be a Facebook Live at the same time on Monday, February 23rd at 5 p.m. So this one, you can see the description there. We do have copies available for that you can take home and you can read if you pass on after you read it to the next reader, or you can keep it. They are free copies. There is an online discussion portion if you are interested in joining that. There will be more information about this title during the Facebook Live also. This month's Inkverse title will be Plants vs. Zombies, Snow Thanks. The live stream will be held on Monday, February 2nd, and these titles are all available on Comics Plus online, and we actually have printed copies. We have all the versions all the titles here at the library in our collection. They will be upstairs in the teen department on the desk for the display for the Inkverse. This one in the teen room every Monday. Sorry, I had to get some water. Every Monday we will be doing a different game. So each month we'll focus on a different type of game. So in February, every Monday at 6 p.m. in the teen room, so from 6 to 8, they will be doing a tabletop game. So it's very similar to, it's a D&D style game, but it's called a one-shot. So from start to finish, the whole storyline, the whole story arc will finish within those 2 hours. So if you just want to kind of dip your toes into what D&D is like, or if you're a beginner, this is good for all ages. Cassie is going to be I'm going to just call her a dungeon master, but she's going to be the leader of these tabletop style games. And it's just a good time to come in and kind of just test out, see what Dungeons & Dragons, kind of that tables turn cooperative tabletop game is like. So this will be every Monday in February. And then in March, we will be moving on to, I believe we're doing card games. So that's where we're going to do Pokemon and some other kind of trading card games. And there will be some battling, and then we'll talk about trade cards and stuff like that. But in February, we will be doing the D&D style tabletop games. Our Lego Club in February is going to focus all on Pokemon. So each week our building challenge will have something to do with Pokemon characters, or just maybe just building your own and designing your own Pokemon. Oh, sorry. I guess I should give the times. This group actually meets every Wednesday from 4 to 6 in the juniors room. There's no registration needed. Each week we put the Lego creations on display, and then the public can vote on their favorite. February's Table Talk. This is a fairly new program. This is a live stream where we do a tour of the library where it's focused in a certain area. In February, on February 5th at noon, we will be touring the library's balcony area. So our second floor kind of adult area. We have a seating area over there. There's some collections of books that we'll be talking about. But yeah, it will be fun. That will be on February 5th at noon. It says, welcome to Table Talk, a new monthly informative live stream. Join the library staff member online on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. And we live stream simultaneously, so you can watch it on all three or pick your platform of choice. And we will be learning about the balcony of the Columbia Public Library. These are the movies and the matinees and the after-school movies for February. So it looks like our movie matinees, which we actually play at noon, so those are more geared towards adults. And if you are interested, we'll do F1. It's a racing movie on February 11th at noon. And then February 25th, we will be doing Jurassic World Rebirth. And then our after-school movies, which we try to, that's going to be more in line with children and teens. But on February 4th, our after-school movie is going to be What Happens in Vegas. And then on February 18th, our after-school movie will be Anastasia. And these all play up in the teen room. And we do pop popcorn. So just stop by for a snack. On Thursday, February 5th, this is our preschool party. In February, we're going to be making Valentines with the preschoolers. So this is offered at 2 different times that day, at 10 a.m. and at 1 p.m. It says, calling all crawlers and toddlers. This is our monthly preschool event for ages 0 to 5. Registration is encouraged, and that's just so we can make sure that we have enough supplies. But walk-ins are available or welcome. STEAM Squad. So this is this program is going to continue all year, but this is the focus that we are also promoting in our winter reading program. But this program, like I said before, is kind of our science, technology, math program that we are offering at 2 different times each Monday. So it's offered at 11 a.m. and at 4 p.m. So February's dates are going to be February 9th. We offer the same program at 11 and 4. So that way, if the homeschool families or if the public school families want to come after school. On February 9th, they'll be doing animal tracks. And then on the 23rd, they will be learning about winter bird watching. If you could register, this is another thing where we like to have a number so we can make sure that we have enough supplies for everyone. Our writing club in February will be meeting on February 10th. They do the live stream at the same time, and this month's theme is called The Good, the Bad, and the Spicy, Stereotypes Around Romance. Romance is a genre that gets some bad press. Oh, yeah. Bodice rippers, sweet and spicy, being considered a guilty pleasure. All things that are said about this genre. We will be going over the controversies around the romance writing, common romance writing conventions and tropes, as well as a history of the romance genre, and how it has changed over time. On February 11th, we will be having a guest speaker. Abraham Lincoln is coming to the Clem Public Library. This is the reenactor Danny Russell, and he's coming as Abraham Lincoln. And Abraham Lincoln is both hilarious and heartbreaking as he recalls his boyhood years, prairie lawyer days, family life, political aspirations, Civil War tragedy and triumph, and shares some of his speeches. So he's very entertaining. This will be the second visit for Abraham Lincoln. So please come and enjoy his speech. Our team tech for February is going to be with our 3D pens. So on February 11th, after school, like around 5 o'clock, we will be getting the 3D pens out, and the kids will be able to create with the 3D pens. Virtual author talks. These happen throughout the month. There's normally 2 during the day. There are some that are broadcast at 7 p.m. Those you can just watch at home. These, since they are during operating hours, we also put them on the balcony. So if you want to listen to the virtual author talk at home, you're more than welcome. You can register. The link is listed in this document or in this image. Or if you want to come to the Clem Public Library and watch live, you can also do that. When you register, they will be asking you if you want to ask any questions to the author, and then during the talk, you should be able to interact with them also. And this one will be taking place on Thursday, February 12th at 2 p.m. So this will be one that's on our balcony, or you can watch from home. And the topic is Mojo's Mermaids, Medicine and 400 Years of Black Women's Magic with Dr. Lindsay Stewart. On February 13th, it'll be on a Friday, we will be having our sensory story hour. This is when we actually do a story time up in our meeting room where we can be using the library's meeting rooms, and it's a very spacious and calm environment with beanbags and other sensory items from our sensory corner, like the poppets, some like texture, different things. The staff will be sharing a story, and the kids will have time just to play. This will be offered on February 13th. We offer it at 2 times from 10 a.m. and then we offer it again at 1 p.m. This is our family craft day. This will be on Saturday, February 14th. We will be decorating popsicle sticks for different characters so you can use them as bookmarks. So this is it's a free craft that you can come in with your family and have some fun decorating some bookmarks. February's Tuesday, Tools and Tips. So this is when Tools and Tips talk will cover will be on the third Tuesday of the month at 5 p.m. And the library staff will cover a certain topic each month. So in February, on February 17th from 5 to 6, we will be covering how to do a search for how to search for a job online. February's third Thursday story time will be on February 19th at 4 p.m. And the story will be If You Give a Dog a Donut. And we will be doing a storytime craft, and we'll be actually playing a game called Ring Toss Game. The Crafternoon, this is our adult craft and audiobook club. It will meet on the third Friday of the month at 1 p.m., which will be February 20th, again at 1 p.m. And the craft that you'll be working on is going to be a yarn coaster. This is made out of an old CD or DVD. And we will be listening to an audiobook or a podcast. Or we will be doing one of the previous virtual author talks. And this is going to be a live author talk that's going to be on February 24th at 2 p.m. So this is one that we'll be having on our balcony, or you can watch at home. On February 25th at 5 p.m., this will be the Teen Craft. Youth, teen, preteens, older children, anyone that's interested in doing it, will be offering it on Wednesday, February 25th at 5 p.m. And we'll have the supplies out for the kids to make some beaded animal keychains. All right, so this is just the first page of the newsletter again. What I wanted to show, let's see, what I wanted to focus on is kind of this bottom portion. We actually received a grant, and it's called, the program is called Flight Path, and it's to focus on local bird watching, just education about local birds, migrating birds. So this is another reason that the winter reading program has some bird watching programming in it. But we have a bird watching station up on our balcony, and we have some book titles that talk about the different types of birds, how to identify them, what to look out for. You can borrow some binoculars from the front desk, and then we actually have a log where you can actually log if you see a certain type of bird out our window, and you can just add to the bird watching log. And then what you can see is Lucky says that he's moving. So let me go to, let me zoom in again. Sorry, this is another page out of our newsletter. So if you have come to visit the library, you might have noticed that next to Lucky's current tank is a much bigger tank. So he will be moving into this larger tank, and in the hallway we will be having some kind of housewarming activities that the kids can come in and do and wish him kind of well on his new house. He will be doing some different live streams. He's going to continue with his book review podcast, but in his new home, he might have some new things to share with you. So make sure to check our YouTube and our Facebook channel, and come and visit his new home. He should be moving in. He should be moved in by now, but we're treating the water. We're getting everything set up and ready to go. So let me zoom out. I believe that's all. So let me go back to the very beginning. And yeah, so thanks for listening. Again, this was kind of a quick overview of the Febraury newsletter at the Clem Public Library. Bye.